I want to tell you a story, but the first thing you have to understand is it doesn't work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle, because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the call. Yes, you might be able to tell there. Um, so I had to do something very specific in order to make my Pizzonata counterspell, the reversal by wind that I did an example of, to really start being effective with Little Dims. Which I'm pretty sure I know who Little Dims is, but that's not important right now because I'm not going to actually use a name on YouTube because until I know for sure, that's actually also slander, and I'm not going to be doing it. But Little Dims, you know I know who you are. Anyway, let's see what we got here. The Bull, Div, Tude, and Kur classes. We've learned that there are 4 special tense moves, and that we create stems for these special tense moves in 10 different patterns. We can sort all verb roots into 10 different lists based on which pattern they use. These lists are called verb classes. 4 of these verb classes are quite simple to create and use. Bu, baba. Be, become, someone is or becomes. Div, divya. Gamble, someone gambles. Tud, tuda. Strike, someone strikes. Kur, korya. Koraya. Steal, someone steals. Let's call these 4 classes the simple verb classes. Each class is named after the first root in its list. The Bu class. The Bu class is the largest of the 10 verb classes and contains almost half of all verb roots. Here are some examples of this. Ba, bavati. Be, becomes, someone is or becomes. Ni, niati. Lead, someone leads. Suk, sokeati. Grieve, someone grieves. Nind, nindati. Deride, someone derides. Jib, jibati. Live, someone lives. Now these are all, again, in the same class, and these are all in the Bu class because Bu is the verb that it starts with. For most roots in this class, we create a stem by strengthening the root vowel and adding the suffix a. Here are some examples. Bu becomes bo plus a to bava for become. Suk becomes sok plus a for soka for grief. However, there are some roots that don't use a strengthened vowel. For example, roots whose vowel is a don't change. Has, hasa, laugh. And if a root syllable would be heavy even after we add an a, then we don't strengthen the root. Or to put it another way, there is no change if the root ends in multiple consonants. Nind, blame. Oh, nind, ninda, blame. Or if the root has a long vowel followed by a consonant. Jiv, jiva, live, or live. Live, I think it's live. Oh yeah, it's live, of course, because it's a verb. There are also several roots that form their stems in an unpredictable way. Such stems are called irregular stems. Here are some common examples of regular stems. Sa, tistati, for stand. Pa, pibati, for drink. Dars, pasyati, for see. Gam, gachati, for go. The roots that use irregular stems are all common, and you will see and hear them many times as you engage with real Sanskrit content. So although you might be tempted to memorize these forms, you will acquire them naturally as you continue to read and listen to Sanskrit. Why is the root nurse? The ancient grammarians decided on verb roots by analyzing all of the verbs, tense moves, and derived forms. Verbs like pasyate, pasyet, pasyatu, and apasyat strongly suggest a root like pas, but we must also consider like draxiati, will see, dararsa, saw long ago, and adraxit, saw. Darsiate is seen, and so on. Given a choice between thurs and pas, the grammarians chose thurs to represent these verbs. The specific reasons are complicated to explain right now, but the simple reason is it makes it easier to talk about certain general patterns in Sanskrit. My personal belief is that thurs is the noun for I, or thurs is. So using thurs as the root for seeing makes sense because it's rooted in the eyes. At least that's what makes sense to me. But the simple reason is Durst makes it easier to talk about certain general patterns in Sanskrit. The same logic applies to some of the other irregular roots above. The div class. For roots in the div class, we form a stem by adding ya to the root. No vowel strengthening occurs. Mu becomes muhya. Become confused. This class has a few irregular stems. Usually, the regular stems lengthen the root's vowel. Here are a few examples. Div, divyati, gamble. Jan, jayate, be born. Sam, samyati, be tired or calm. Mad, madhyati, be intoxicated. Thought I was going to burp there for a second. All right, the tude class. For roots in the tude class, we form a stem by adding a to the root. No vowel strengthening occurs. Tude, tuda, strike. The irregular stems in this class usually have an extra nasal sound. Muk, munka, release. Krt, krntati, cut. Lip, limpati, anoint or smear. Sik, sinkati, sprinkle. Why isn't nin in the tude class? If nin doesn't strengthen its vowel, why isn't it in the tude class? This is a great question. Actually, I hadn't even noticed that. The ultimate answer has to do with different vowel accents in Sanskrit. Old Sanskrit has a feature called pinch accent, where some vowels are spoken and a higher pitch than others. This pitch accent can be still heard in Vedic recitation. The roots in the tud class generally have a high accent in their a suffix, and the roots in the bu class have a low accent. Nin uses a low accent for this sound, so it is in the bu class. The cur class. For most roots in the cur class, we create the stem by strengthening the root vowel and adding the suffix aya. Here are some examples. Kur, kur aya, steal, someone steals. Kint, kintayati, think, someone thinks. Notice the stem of kint is not kent. We use the asterisk symbol to show that this word is not correct Sanskrit. The stem of kint is kintayati and not kentayati. Since kint ends in multiple consonants, its vowel does not strengthen, so it behaves in the same way as nindati above. The irregular stems in the cur class have an extra sounds between the roots and the aya suffix. Prenayati, please. Duhnayati, shake. All right, and those are the 4 in those classes, and I'm going to wrap up for now. This is Oracle, gonna sing myself out, dream safely out there through the weave all way out.